Welcome back to Edmondson Pavilion on the campus of the University of Washington. And Anthony, let's take a look at tonight's McDonald's starting lineups. First for the 17-4 Cincinnati Bearcats.
Well, taking a look at the Bearcats, you can see Bobby Brandon's in the starting lineup, replacing Jackson Julson. Jackson, his knee swelled up pretty good after the Marquette game, so he'll be out early. He's available to play and look to see him in the game, but Coach Huggins, in an environment like this, I think he feels a lot more comfortable going with his big guns early.
Bob Huggins, the all-time winningest coach in Cincinnati Bearcat basketball history. They've been to the Elite Eight 3 times in the last 5 seasons. Now for the Huskies, 13-6, 9-0 at home.
Todd McCullough, big fella inside, 7-foot center, averaging 14 points a game. When he plays well, they win. When he doesn't play well, they lose. So look for him to have a big game because it will be necessary for them to come out with a victory here. 9-0 at home should be a tough one.
Bob Bender, a Duke grad of 1980. This is his 4th season in Washington after 4 years at Illinois State. A year ago, he was the Pac-10 Coach of the Year, leading the Huskies to a 16-12 record, their first winning season since 1987. Well, the crowd is certainly going to be a factor here tonight, and the Bearcats will try and take them out of it early on. You were talking during the commercial break, it's always a lot of fun coming in as the visiting team to try and shut some of these loonies up. And that is certainly something that Bob Huggins' team looks to do early on. So here we go at Edmondson Pavilion. Danny Fortson, the All-American, averaging 22 points along with 10 rebounds per game. Sanford will tip it off for the Huskies, and UC controls Ruben Patterson, and immediately a takeaway.
Make something out of nothing right there, and can't afford to do that on the road.
Bearcats open in a man-to-man. And they swing it to Booker. We'll keep an eye on him tonight. Down there to the big fella. Let's see what Anthony was talking about. Time McCullough. In games he scores double figures. The Huskies are 11-1.
Yeah, you can't let him catch it down low right under the basket. Danny Fortson's going to have to do a great job of rooting the big fella out so he's not comfortable.
Jan Wooten coming over to help out on the entry pass to Danny Fortson. So the Huskies with Sanford at 6'8", 200 pounds, an all Pac-10 performer, wears number 3. He will guard Fortson. A couple of head fakes by Brandon, and it's stripped away. The Huskies the other way. Donald Watts, the sophomore, son of former NBA star Slick Watts.
Particular situation, Bobby Brandon hesitated and should have gone straight up, trying to draw a foul on the big fella.
Watts looking for help, finds it from Luke. That's Booker on the right wing, good play.
We've got some serious bashing going down low.
Early foul against McCullough. He only played a little better than 20 minutes over 2 games at Oregon and Oregon State, fouling out both games.
Well, as you can see here, Danny able to block out and they catch him reaching over the back end. He needs to stay away from fouls like that because when he's on the floor, Washington's a great basketball team.
Washington shocked Arizona here last week. Pass a little too strong for Fortson inside from Charles Williams. Bearcats have turned it over 3 straight trips down the floor. There you see what Washington has done out of the Pac-10 this season. And there's nearly a takeaway. A little too strong for Sanford. Rounds may have been bumped, may have walked, and now Williams a takeaway.
Williams in the action here.
Good shot from Green. Now the helter-skelter start here for the Bearcats. Wooten pulls off. Too strong, and Brandon the rebound. Bearcats have not scored 2 minutes in on that.
to strip the ball and prevent the layup. Here we see hustling down and able to get a hand in there. Good, clean strip.
Jackson Jolson is checked in for the first time, wearing the brace on that right knee, which has been bothering him since last Saturday's game against Marquette. Booker for three, not there. Both teams ice cold to start the game.
Cincinnati better get a hand in that guy's face early and keep him from getting hot, because once he heats up, it can be a long night for downtown, man.
Down on the walk on Jolson. Flint taking runs to the bucket, and Flint scores. Offensive foul. But the basket will count for Damon Flint.
Good call by the official on the baseline. We can see here Damon releases the basketball well before he commits the charge, and that's a great call.
For the Bearcats on the board for the first time. Flint picking up Cincinnati's first team foul. McCullough working on Jolson. He's a roller down there. Williams a rebound. Charge against Williams. They're out of control.
That's got to be Cincinnati's, what, 5th or 6th turnover right there. And that's something you need to avoid. Cincinnati's had part of it, as you can see. Charles Williams pushes the basketball up, but a little bit out of control, and Booker with the charge.
Cincinnati making a couple of changes. Darnell Burton, the senior out of Lexington, Kentucky, checks in, and Melvin Levitt, who's seen a great deal of playing time of late, the sophomore out of Cleveland, enters the game for the first time.
Smart play by Watts, able to pull the basketball out of that way defense.
There's Booker and still can't find the bottom. Flint throws it away. Bearcats. Very, very poor start.
Not something you'd like to see on the road. Tough environment. Team plays very well at home. Like to get off to a great start.
As you saw, 5 Cincinnati turnovers. Sanford, his first try, not there. And Levitt climbs the ladder for the rebound. Flint 3-on-1 break. Feeds to Fortson, and he'll head for the free throw line.
But Fortson finally touches the basketball in a situation where he could do something with it. And I'm pretty sure he's going to talk to his teammates about getting into basketball. And Coach Huggins will do the same here. As you see Daddy running the lane and picking up the foul on Sanford.
Damon Flint will sit down after the turnover a moment ago. Dewan Baker, the junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, checks in.
Kind of surprising, Tom. We got a lot of Bearcat fans out here in the Pacific Northwest.
We do. Fortson needs just 4 more points to pass Lou Banks as the number 5 all-time scorer in Cincinnati history. Now he's just 3 points away. Bearcats playing poorly, but leading the Huskies by 2. 4-2 Bearcats. This season, Provident Bank and the Arthritis Foundation have teamed up with the Bearcats to help children with arthritis through the Gift of Hope Challenge. Every time a Bearcat player makes a free throw, Provident Bank will donate $50 to the Gift of Hope, which provides programs and services to benefit children with arthritis throughout southwestern Ohio and northern Kentucky. Tom Huggins' team has turned it over 5 times, yet leads Washington 4-2. This is the offensive, and it is against Booker.
Bearcats are able to put the pressure on the Huskies here in their own court. And that's one thing that the Cincinnati Bearcats have gotten back to. They've been able to put the pressure on guys and make it a full court game.
And I know that's right up your alley.
Love to see a full court game. See these athletes get going.
Fortson wanted to call, and Sanford didn't get it. Booker back the other way for the Huskies, and now on front, Wooten will set the offense. Bearcats have already gone to the bench 4 times. There's the foul. They can't find the bottom of the net.
Bearcats got lucky right there. Tom McCullough won't miss too many of those. If he continues to catch the ball in the paint like that.
Burton bangs in a 3 with a hand in his face.
Burton told me today he was going to go off. He said, Anthony, I love the West Coast.
And Burton, of course, from the Bluegrass State, Lexington, Kentucky.
As you remember, when he was out here a couple of weeks ago against USC, he put up 31.
And Burton will reach in foul for the Bearcats.
That's probably a good foul by Burton because Sanford, he had Jackson Gilson beat going to the left. As you can see, he gives him the head fake and he's able to slip it around, but Burton commits the foul.
I take that back. I think they called that foul actually against Gilson. I had said it was Burton. They got Jackson for it. And they got it again. So that should be the second foul against Jackson Gilson. He will have a seat as Bobby Brandon comes back into the Bearcat lineup. Sanford, one of 3 players to rank in the top 10 in both scoring and rebounding in the Big Ten Conference. 5th in scoring, 3rd in rebounds. They're just glad to have him back after last year. It looked like he was leaving.
Yeah, he definitely was going. He applied for the draft and didn't like his spot. Decided to return to school, and Bob Benner is one great coach.
Cincinnati in front, 7-4, 14:40 to play in the opening half. Fortson catches it down there, phone it in.
Fortson right there. Put it inside. That big fella work.
And there's a takeaway by Levin. Pitches out to Burton, an open 3. Yes, sir. His second 3 of the game.
That was a great play by Levin. He settled down after he stole the basketball and was able to let Burton fan out to the corner and find him for the 3-point shot.
Huskies breaking the pressure this time. Trailing 12-4. Bearcats up by 8 on the road.
Good defense by Dwan Baker, able to shut off the penetration.
Good head fake, and that's an offensive foul.
Bearcats doing a great job of forcing penetration where they want it. On the baseline there, Huggins, if you penetrate the baseline here, you better get in position to take the charge. And Bobby Brandon, he's right there, able to step up, fired up from the basket where can't score. Only call the charge.
Watch his first foul. That is a 14th foul against the Huskies. Likewise for the Bearcats. Fortson, 4 points early on.
Look for Burton coming off for a 3-point shot here.
You call it. And he dishes to Levin. And that's a blocking foul against Washington. And that's McCullough. That's his second foul. So exactly what you said could happen for Washington. They're in trouble with their big man. I apologize. That'll be against Femerling.
Well, Femerling, he's in for McCullough, and that was probably a lucky move by the coach to have McCullough sitting on the bench, because had that been him, that would have been his second foul. And don't want to get him in foul trouble, because when he plays well, they play well.
Femerling just checked in for McCullough. And Levitt at the free throw line. And they're not. I mean, it's easy to get those two guys confused. Femerling is 7'1", and McCullough is 7 feet. Femerling, a native of Dusseldorf, Germany. Levitt hitting 1 of 2, 13 for Bearcats. See how Washington handles the pressure again.
Bearcats doing really well, forcing to take time off the clock. Well, Danny tried to play him straight up, got his hands up, but Femerling able to drop the hook down.
Baker, the pull-up jumper, and it is good. Darnell Baker, no doubt about it, he can't score.
But Dewan has been very aggressive his last 5 or 6 games, and Coach Huggins said in the past that he'd been shooting the lights out in practice, and he's continuing to be aggressive offensively, and there's no doubt that he can fill it up. That's one of the reasons the Bearcats brought him in.
Checking in for the first time, number 14, Chris Thompson, a junior out of Edmonds, Washington. He has the basketball.
25, get out of here. There you go. Don't put it in there.
Great look there inside by Sanford. As you can see, Sanford, he evaluates the defense. Bobby Brandon not paying attention to the man, and strong, aggressive move by Booker. He's one of their most consistent players. You know what you're going to get from Booker every time he steps on the floor. He's going to play his rear end off.
Speaking of rear end, Bobby will take a seat over on the UC bench, and checking in for the first time is Kenyon Martin, the freshman out of Dallas, Texas.
Jumping machine.
And Booker converts the three-point play. 15-9, Cincinnati.
Bearcats going to get a little movement here and swing the basketball around and look for Danny Fortson inside.
Burton. This is this time after a pair of threes already in the game. Ryan saves to Sanford and nearly a temple.
Avoid the pressure, scramble, and get the basketball inside for Watson. He's very good down low.
Huskies have called back to it in 4. And Martin throws it away.
He down on Watson. Got a little bit of his dad in him with the creative behind the back dribble.
Booker was fouled. See if they got Lovett or Baker. It'll be Nolan Baker. His first and for Cincinnati. The team's 6th. So break in the action. Washington back to an end 4. Well, we'd like to let you know that coming up this March, a limited number of season tickets looking ahead to Bearcat basketball next year will be released for public sale. For more information, call 556-4884. Bearcat should be a powerhouse club looking ahead to 97-98. Right now, however, 11 minutes left in the opening half, and Bearcats in front of Washington 15-11. Flynn and Patterson both back in for the Bearcats. Sanford off the screen, beats Martin to the bucket. Can't score, tipped in.
William Patterson missed the block out right there. Watts aggressive to the glass, able to tip that one in. He's got an all-around game.
There's Fortson, and he tries to throw it down and missed it. Thompson on top, throws it away.
Indian action here. Got a few athletes want to play up and down and in the air. Danny Fortson here going strong to the basket. Unable to convert.
We talked about Patterson missing the Bearcat block, scoring a moment ago. Right back to the bench goes Ruben Patterson as Levin is checked back there.
A rebound is going to be a key here in this bit. And both teams rebound the basketball really well.
Look at Darnell Burton, more and more confidence as time has gone on this season.
Darnell Baker again aggressive on the baseline. He feels he can take Husky guards.
Booker pitches to Watts for 3. And Femerling, that'll be over and back. No, it will not. Femerling took the ball to Thompson, it looked like, from here.
Well, I think the referees felt that somebody from Cincinnati got a hand on the basketball.
Sanford, left wing, scores, and it's a 2-point.
Sanford, he's 6'8", 6'9", trying to free up Damon Flynn.
And that is Dewan Baker's second foul. Team 7th against the Bearcats. So for the final 9:22, Bob Bender's team will be headed for the free throw line. Darnell Burton checking right back in for Cincinnati, and Baker with 2 fouls will sit.
Well, Huggins, he's going to get some leadership out there on the floor. And I think he's trying to match up with the Huskies in their 3-guard attack. And you'll see a lot of 3-guard attack from Huggins also.
71% free throw shooter. Thompson started the first 15 games of the season, then lost his job to the junior college transfer Wood.
Well, this Washington Huskies basketball team, they shoot free throws very well, and especially here at home.
We're tied at 17. Cincinnati has lost a 9-point lead. And they're looking inside the Fortson, but Sanford doing a great job defensively.
As you can see, they're not even playing Martin out top. They're staying out down almost with a double team down on Danny Fortson.
Shot clock at 7. Burton drives, pitches to Fortson along the baseline, tries to muscle up. Shot clock still going down to 2. Fortson hammered on the arm.
Well, Washington Huskies, they love alley-oop, especially in this building. Look for Sanford to run the lanes. Look for Donald West to run the lanes, and they'll toss it up by that rim all day, all night.
Dion Luton just checking in, getting his first basket. Washington on a 13-2 run over the last 4 minutes. Kenyon Martin banks it home to tie the game.
Bearcats are going to have to make. And Danny Fortson didn't see him sneak right behind him. Sanford, he can really run the floor, and he'll sneak behind you all the time if you don't pay attention. As I was saying before, Tom, Bearcats, they really need to make Femerling play defense, because he'll stay inside and clog up the middle all day and make it a difficult night for Danny Fortson.
So a 20-second timeout spent by Cincinnati. Let's go back to that alley-oop a moment ago to Dion Luton.
Well, Dion, I saw him point up, and I knew that Booker was going to get him the basketball, and the Bearcats slow getting back to transition defense. And the Washington Huskies, they'll run it down the court all night long and throw it up by that basket. They've got some great athletes who can fill the lane and get up in the air and go after it.
Well, Washington leading 21-19.
Well, the place is rocking now.
Oh, is it ever?
Well, they're stomping, and I know you feel the vibration.
Very strange. Bobby Brennan waiting to check in. After UC spent a timeout, Roderick Monroe has checked in for the Bearcats. Roderick gets a screen. Look down low to Fortson. And he just powers his way up against Lemonade for 2. Fortson out with 6 of the game.
That play was especially designed to get Fortson the basketball. They wanted to pull one of the big guys out. They were able to get Mark Sanford out, and that
over the back. And that goal against Lemonade. So Lemonade picking up his second. And are they going to have to go back to the big fella? Yes, they are.
that's the luxury you have with 2 7-footers.
There they are. Back to the flying trees Northwest. Cincinnati and Washington mounted at 21, 7:22 to play here in the opening half. Danny Fortson taking a seat on the Cincinnati bench for the first time tonight. 6 points for the big fella.
Well, he started off a little slow tonight. That could be just a product of camping another guy in the lane trying to keep the
has taken a seat. McCullough back into the game, and they go immediately at Walcott, who's checked in, and Rodman Rowe will head for the free throw line. Chris Walcott, a freshman out of Bellevue.
Rodman Rowe proved he can score down low against DePaul, and as soon as he gets in the game, they go immediately to him down low, and he's able to draw the foul.
Evan Rowe, a career-high 17 in that game against DePaul. In fact, his average 8 points per contest the last 3 Bearcat outings. And Monroe, who has been a very good free throw shooter this season, misses the first. 70% on the year.
On the road, you need all the free throws you can get, and you must make them.
And Rod missed them both.
They worked on the Washington Huskies plays all day, and they wanted to keep the basketball out of his hands.
At 7 feet 270, being guarded by Monroe, who is 6'4", 240.
Well, Coach Huggins wants Rod to push him away from the basket, not from him, because he's 7 feet. Even though Rod has great leaping ability.
Call against Thompson, or is it underneath? No, I think they're calling that away from the goal. Yes, they are. Number 33, Walcott, whistled for a foul. So he's come in, picked up 2 quick fouls. And Roderick Monroe will be headed for the free throw line, where he missed 2 a moment ago.
I was just getting ready to say it's surprising to see Sanford sitting out this long, but here he comes.
And to answer that, here comes Danny Fortson. Brandon will leave. Monroe headed for the free throw line. There's a 1-1 situation, 18 fouls against the Huskies. Cincinnati jumped out to the big lead, Anthony, and they've let it slip away.
Haven't been able to take very good care of the basketball and giving up some easy layups to the Washington Huskies out of their press, and that's what's got them back in the game.
Monroe hitting both free throws to tie the game again, this time at 23, and the pressure continues. Going to be a foul against Roderick Monroe. 18 foul against the Bearcats. Thompson's headed for the free throw line.
The Bearcats are getting a lot of fouls early here, and don't want to put Thompson on the line. He's a very good free throw shooter.
Well, Bob Huggins knew this was going to be a tough game. You're stepping out of conference, not familiar with the opponent, as Thompson misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Fortson, who just lost the handle. Levitt tries to save it, throws it up into the air. Scramble for the ball. McCullough has it. Out to Booker on the right wing. Wide open is Watts. Nobody found him. And he can't make the open jumper.
Danny Fortson looks like he's hesitating. He needs to just take the basketball straight up to the goal and score.
Burton, NBA three. Home his third three-pointer of the game.
Burton down one from long distance that time. Right in the face of Donald Watts.
Darnell Burton has already set every conceivable three-point record in his career at the University of Cincinnati. And already with 9 points for the senior out of Lexington. He has moved into 11th place all-time in Cincinnati scoring, surpassing Paul Hogue with over 1,390 points. Booker, pulled away.
Split the defense, All they had to do was settle down, stop at the free throw line, and shoot the jump shot. Penetrated a little too far out of control. Here's an interesting tidbit, Tom. Did you know Darnell Burton was a penetrator and dunker in high school? Now he shoots the lights out.
Let's see that. After watching him shoot 40% from three-point range, he'll try and add to it. You betcha, Darnell Burton. 4 3-pointers in the game.
I guess if I was shooting it like that, I would penetrate it either. What? He's dialing them up.
Double team. In a save for Williams. Cincinnati had everybody take off for the other end of the floor. And Flynn didn't have anybody to inbound the ball to.
Yeah, that was Gilligan's Island right there. Everybody left him alone.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Well, you got around this water the last couple of days.
Look at Burton stepping up off the screen set by Patterson. Able to knock down the jumper. Well, he's in a nice rhythm right now, and he's letting them go at will.
Well, it's beautiful country out here, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. This is an absolute wonderful place to be during this time of the year. It's mild weather, lots of seafood if you love seafood.
Oh, yeah.
This is the place to be.
Mount Rainier off in the distance, and this is certainly lives up to its name, the Emerald City. Seattle, Washington. It's always been known as a great football school, the University of Washington, but Bob Bender would like to include basketball.
Exactly. And at this rate, they'll get included real quick.
Ruben Patterson back in for the Bearcats, working isolation down low, and will score. The soft jumper around the basket first. Coup for the game for Patterson, who averages 15.
Patterson able to settle down and back his man down and put the spin move on the baseline and convert.
Nearly a takeaway, and able to run it down as Booker.
Bearcats definitely going out of control. I think Huggins, he likes to see that.
Patterson defending the much smaller Luke, who is checked back in for Thompson. They look down low to McCullough. Pitches out to Sanford. He was through it behind Watts, who was headed for the basket.
Well, Monroe was great in stepping up. Monroe was great in stepping up and forcing the bad pass there.
3:42 left in the half. Bearcats have opened a 6-point lead. Talking about some of the gorgeous scenery here in the state of Washington, just outside Seattle. King Dome, of course, home of the Seahawks. And this old friend in Cincinnati, Lou Piniella, and the Seattle Mariners. Our forward-game summary. You see very strong off the bench, shooting well, yet they turn it over and break the end. Darnell Burton has been scoring 4 3-pointers already in the game. 31-25 Bearcats, 3:30 to play in the first half.
This is going into Danny Fortson cutting on the baseline. Washington Huskies able to shut that up real well.
Contact in the backcourt. Cincinnati firing the basketball. Patterson swings it, and then Burton right to the right. Wasn't looking for the pass.
3 minutes to go in the first half, and the Bearcats, that opportunity should have settled down and look to get a good shot.
Looking down into Sanford, and the takeaway.
Defense by Relive. Step right in front of Sanford and pick that one off.
Fortson directing traffic. He wants the basketball. Going to set a screen for Burton. And then Danny right back down low. Sanford's done a nice job defensively. A little taller, a lot later. Flint for 3. Not there. Fortson, a huge rebound. And he's hacked on the way up. Brown wanted to travel. And Danny may have gotten away with one.
Yeah, I think he did. Able to shuffle his feet, but such a monster rebound off the shot here by Damon Flynn, and he just rolls in and said, "You're not going to give it to me. I'm going to get it."
Brandon checks in for Roderick Monroe. Gets on a pat on the back from Bob Huggins. for McCullough. That is his second foul. So he will leave in favor of the other 7-footer, Patrick Femerling, who also has 2 personal fouls. And Thompson into the game for Wooten.
Well, you don't lose much when you trade 7 feet for 7-1. Those guys can score down low. Femerling, he started earlier in the season, so good experience coming in.
Bearcats is 5 of 9 from the free throw line in the game. Flint getting a big pat on the back from the UC coaching staff. He leaves in favor of Charles Williams. And Fortson missed a ball. Brandon the rebound, can't get it. Follows his shot, gets a rebound. They swing it to Burton. Dumps down low to Patterson. What ball control there by the Bearcats.
Patterson explosive on the baseline. Slide by Femerling with 2 fouls. He can't stop him, and he's able to convert. Great recognition by Patterson.
33-25, 8-point Cincinnati lead. Femerling.
Good defense by Danny Fortson, able to bump him out of his comfort zone and cause the travel right there.
Bob Henderson, you got to be kidding me. That's twice you called travels against our guys. And he was pointing back down at the UC offensive end saying, what about the call that should have been made a moment ago against Fortson?
He's got a point, too. Fortson got away with 1, and maybe Patterson got away with 1.
3-second violation against the Bearcats. Well, they've not treasured the basketball tonight, Anthony.
Well, that has been a problem all year for them. And when you press and get a lot of turnovers, a lot of people tend to not look at how you take care of the basketball. And because they've turned the basketball over the last couple of games, no one's really looked at them, and they have been turning the ball over.
Thompson out of control, but able to draw the foul from Ruben Patterson. That'll be the 19th foul against Cincinnati.
Patterson here has got him running out of control, and maybe you let him take that shot.
Is there a time on the floor you let a guy take a shot?
Well, if you see he's going out of control and it's going to be a tough shot, you gamble and you let him take it. If he makes a tough one, then so be it. But sometimes, especially in a situation like this, a minute 23 to go, they're trying to make a run. You give them that one.
Thompson, 1-2 from the line, but there's Femerling with a rebound. So a fresh 35 for the Huskies, who trail by 7.
Bearcats got to block out.
Sanford. Sanford does have 8 points, but he's missed a lot of wide open shots, and he's over the net.
He'll continue to put him up. And if he gets hot, now you look at almost going down.
The other way, another Cincinnati Bearcats turnover, and Bob Huggins is just broken. He's looking for a body on the bench, somebody who will take care of the ball. He's going to bring in Danny Fortson.
Well, if I'm Bob Huggins, I don't know if I really want Danny Fortson trying to feed the post.
40 seconds left, 15-second differential. And there's a Washington turnover. Fortson to Burton. Patterson to Fortson, and he will score.
Good transition right there. Bearcats move the basketball around real quick and get an easy layup.
40-second timeout spent by the Huskies on what will be their final possession of the opening half.
Well, Bearcats are able to increase the pressure, force the Washington Huskies to play out of control and build up to a 7-point lead here.
Well, you talked about the transition game a moment ago after the steal.
Well, you've got Patterson busting down the middle right there and able to pass it off and avoid the charge all at the same time. Danny Fortson, the All-American, converts.
In a very quiet first half for Fortson, he does have 8 points. But Fortson has not had a lot of touches underneath. They've done a very good job the last couple of games getting him the ball, but give Sanford credit. He's defended well tonight.
Exactly. One thing you have to look at, though, the last couple of games, the Bearcats have made outside shots, and that's opened a lot of room up for Danny Fortson to get the basketball.
Under 10 left in the first half. Johnson off the screen. Just throws it up, and it will not go. That's the end of the first half. The buzzer did not go off. So that's the way the first 20 minutes will come to an end. Cincinnati had a big lead
from the guys falling, teams falling, so the Bearcats positioning themselves for a run at that another conference title.
Well, they won 5 in a row. And tonight you look at what has happened as far as the all-time career scoring leaders are concerned in Cincinnati history. Danny Fortson going by Lou Banks. Moving up to number 6, Darnell Burton, now 11th as he surpassed Paul Hogue. And Damon Flint, number 18, he would need, well, let's see, 13 points to catch Steve Collier. And then 19 points to get to 16th overall. He would surpass Jim Ard, some big names in UC basketball history.
Exactly. Got to feel, those guys have to feel proud putting up the kind of numbers that they have to surpass some of the legends in UC basketball.
Maybe even past Anthony Buford for crying out loud. There you see Slick Watts. He could fill it up. Watching his son here tonight, Donald Watts.
Well, I don't know if you caught a quick look at all those diamonds in that ring. Looked like a championship ring on his finger.
Oh, yes. Certainly was. Of course, they're hoping that the Supersonics can get back to the championship round again. They were defeated last season by the Chicago Bulls.
Exactly.
But your old buddy Nick Van Exel might have something to say about that, along with Corey Blunt and the Lakers.
You're right. You're right about that. The Lakers playing very well right now.
So here we go in the second half. Williams and Flint in the backcourt. Fortson and Patterson along with Jolson up front. Same starting 5 for the Huskies. Sanford, Booker, McCullough, Watson, Wooten.
Bearcats coming out aggressive in an aggressive man-to-man defense.
Sanford tried to beat Jolson. He played him well defensively. Shot clock down to 6. Wooten forces it up there, and Jolson the rebound.
Great defense by Charles Williams, able to shut off the penetration.
Williams will reset the Cincinnati offense. The Bearcats' first possession of the second half.
Look for this one to go down low to big fella.
Jolson for 3, nothing but net.
That shot's going to be open for Jackson because they're going to try and sink 2 players in there to stop Danny Fortson. Got to have a big fella who can knock those down, and great shot by Jackson Jolson.
First basket of the game for the junior out of Grayson, Kentucky. Sanford tries to answer and does. That is the first 3-point field goal of the game for the Huskies.
Sanford, he's going to try and get it going. I don't know if that one was a 3-time, but he's going to try and get it going.
Patterson and traffic scores along the baseline. It was not a 3. They said it was a 2.
Yeah, Huggins yesterday in practice, Huggins, he wanted to get Patterson going to the basket like that more often.
It'll go against Patterson.
Patterson reaching in a situation like that. I think the ref caught him with his hand on his back, not necessarily the reach in, but his hand hanging on his back.
Williams defending beautifully. Took away and throws it down.
Williams with a strong finish.
And Bob Bender says, hang on a minute. He is not happy with the way his team has started the second half. Williams defended the ball against Luke.
Well, you can see Williams put pressure and forced a bad pass, and little fella can rise. Williams got away, pushing back, missed that one.
Well, he used to get up.
I like that, though. Charles Williams could go upstairs for the Bearcats.
Well, Bob Bender has watched his team fall behind 42-28. We mentioned Bender Remarkable season a year ago, the first winning basketball season here in Washington since 1987. They're thinking about going to the NCAA tournament this year. Right now tied for fifth in the Pac-10 conference with Stanford. The victories over Arizona, Oregon State. And there's the bump against Williams in the backcourt.
I don't know if Coach Huggins minds that play at all. Like he wants aggressive play on the basketball, and they want to continue to turn up the pressure and force the Huskies into turnovers.
Williams almost got another takeaway. Luke with a basket. What a move!
Luke with the spin move, and you shake free, and Williams creates a nice lofty fadeaway.
What an entry pass split to Fortson, who scores with ease. Danny now with 10.
And that's money in the bank right there. Bet your house, bet everything you own, he's going to score there.
Bearcats trying to crack Wooten in the corner. Nearly had it taken away. They find Booker on the other side. He lays it in.
Great pass by Sanford out of the trap.
Williams to the bucket. Fortson will get it right back to him.
Bearcats have picked it up offensively and defensively.
Flynn post up, goes to the basket, strong, and Damon, his second basket of the game.
Everybody for the Bearcats getting into the action right now, scoring inside.
Well, they look like a different team here in the first 3 minutes of the second half. In fact, they've not missed a shot.
I think Coach Huggins was a little irate with the situation going into halftime, returning the basketball over. He's got his guys playing with a sense of urgency out there.
Taken away by Fortson. Jackson Wilson has had a very solid half to start in the final 20 minutes. Patterson right flat. And a push underneath will go against Wilson from behind.
Coach Huggins not real happy about that shot right there, but they're playing great pressure defense, so he'll live with that one.
They tagged the foul on Damon Flynn. Wilson and Flynn both pushing off, and Damon picks up his second. Sanford for three, not there. Patterson lost it. And that one in.
Booker came extremely hard for the Huskies. They can secure that rebound right there. The Bearcats hanging all on it.
Danny Fortson getting his first foul, the team's fourth. Washington has not been whistled for a foul here in the second half. McCullough. Blocked by Fortson, and McCullough follows with an easy duty.
Fortson able to get the first one, but the big fella McCullough stays with it, able to convert.
Trying to urge the Huskies back into this one, trailing 46-34. Fortson works on Sanford. In traffic. Boy, looks like a clean block from here.
Yeah, I think McCullough had his hands straight up, and Danny Fortson just took it right to the hands, and may have gotten away with that one. That's an All-American call. Here's Danny working down low, and Sanford. Oh, that's an All-American call right there.
Sanford is second. Fortson will shoot a pair. Man, not having a good night from the free throw line. He made his first two and has missed his last three. And he is a 75% free throw shooter.
Working real hard down low, and maybe that's causing him to come up a little long on his free throws.
And he hits the second. And a timeout called on the floor. Bob Bender and the Huskies trailing Cincinnati by 13. The Heck Edmondson Pavilion, 47-34, Cincinnati in front. Now this building has hosted this city has hosted 5 final championship games, including this one back in 1952, orchestra, big band, and all.
And the small lane with the goal post.
Oh, yes, that was the Kansas St. John's 1952 championship clash. They had 2 Final Fours here, championship games here. They had 3 at the Kingdom in including a couple of years ago when UCLA won the national championship. Second foul against Danny Fortson. And already the team fifth. That could be a big factor in this game. You brought up earlier, Washington, a very good free throw shooting team.
Exactly, and the Bearcats.
Offensive foul against McCullough, and that is his third.
Well, McCullough, he got a pushing foul on Danny earlier, and this time he just figured he'd try and go after him and pick up his third foul, but Danny able to get his feet in position and draw a charge. Crowd behind us not liking that call at all. Tried to make his move before he caught the basketball.
First turnover the second half, however, for the Bearcats. 5 minutes have gone by. McCullough can't score underneath.
And he getting away with some.
What a move by Williams. Fortson able to hang on. For 3, not away.
Shots there because McCullough normally converts those.
Booker, a three-pointer.
Coming up lame after that shot. I think he may have stepped on Travis Williams' foot.
Well, Booker's a tough guy.
Yeah, he'll stay in. He'll stay in the game here. Be surprised if he goes out.
Chris Thompson, Booker a senior. All-time leader in career steals for the University of
Assists. He's their leading assist man this year also. He's got an all-around game.
Fortson, a long jumper, not anywhere close. Knocked out of bounds by Wooten. Darnell Burton will check in for the first time during the second half. And Ruben Patterson will take a seat.
Darnell's got that look and that swagger. Looks like he's ready to knock down the three. Fresh off the bench.
For him in the first half.
Now we see a zone from the Huskies. Looks like a 3-2 right here. Let's see how the Bearcats attack it.
Williams dribble penetration. Great feed to Fortson, who is fouled, and if that's McCullough, it's his fourth. And it is McCullough, his fourth foul.
Williams able to just blow by McCullough on the baseline. Great execution by the Bearcats, able to put Williams, a very quick player, on the baseline against the much taller players from the Huskies, and he just blows by, and McCullough creates an easy one for Danny Fortson.
So McCullough to the bench, and Fortson to the line, where he's 3 of 6. They get 4 of 7. And we brought up earlier, as you look at Gary Payton, he knows a little something about playing guard. All-star, just back from the All-Star contest and festivities yesterday in Cleveland.
And Gary Payton, we got all the stars here tonight. That left Shrimp, he's cruising around the building also. Along with Watts, the Bearcats travel, the stars come to see him play.
Absolutely. There's a foul against Williams. Bob Huggins started his own. Thompson took over his own foot. And that is already, here in the second half, 16 fouls.
I may have to agree with Coach Huggins. I don't know if that was necessarily a foul on Charles Williams.
Femmerling the jump hook, short, trying to get him back. Williams, good hustle, and Fortson comes away. Williams the other way. Pitches off to Burton. Great feed.
Flint with the finish over the big fella. Flint switches hands in mid-air and throws it down over the big fella.
Flint at 6'5". picked up 3 fouls in the first 8 minutes of the second half, and he'll go to the bench. Ron Baker and Roderick Monroe check in for Cincinnati.
Bob Bender, he has his guys attacking Danny Fortson down in the post, trying to get some fouls on the big fella and get him out of the game.
Kimberly, a 63% free throw shooter. Pretty nice catch there. Right there by the big man.
Yeah, they'll knock him down here in this building. Very comfortable shooting here, and normally they play well. Zone here by the Huskies, and look for Darnell Burton to step up and knock down the long ball for the Bearcats.
There'll be a foul against Sanford coming over the top of Roderick Monroe, and for Sanford that'll be his 3rd foul. So some key performers having the fouls pile up and come on the bench with 4. Sanford down with 3. Fortson on the bench with 3 for the Bearcats. Breaking the action, Cincinnati by 13. Flying basketball, 54-41. How about this from Damon Flint?
Hey, all you Flint fans, if you want a poster, season poster, here it is. Flint over Flimmerling.
And then at the other end, how about this?
Well, the Huskies, they've got their own poster maker too, and wow, up and under Flush City, baby.
And back at the other end, Damon Flint takes the alley-oop, and he throws down another. Flint now with 8 points in the game.
Flint said he's going to try and get his room together. He's put posters up all over the room.
56-41, Bearcats lead it. Luton is checked back into the game for the Huskies.
Bearcats increasing the pressure.
There he is, and he drains the 3.
Recent explosion, though, by the Bearcats has quieted this crowd.
Cincinnati in front. Burton in the corner, open 3, not there. Thompson had it stripped out of his hands. Washington will keep it.
Still a lot of time in this game. Bearcats don't want to get lackadaisical out here.
Off the screen, Booker feeds Featherland, and there'll be a foul against Bobby Brandon.
Bobby thought the shot was going up by Booker and went for the block out, and apparently cutting to the basket.
10:45 left, Anthony, and that is 18 fouls already against Cincinnati. So the 1-and-1 in effect for Washington. And Beverly moves these through to the task. He's 3 of 3 from the line.
Well, University of Washington, they haven't scored back-to-back buckets since 9:36 in the first half. They've picked up a lot of points at the free throw line.
And they may have a lot more to come.
Bearcats need to get some penetration into this zone, trying to free up Darnell Baker or Darnell Burton.
Pushes ahead to Booker, and he will pull it down, and Brandon fouls.
Wow, that's unbelievable. It seemed like Bobby was just trying to get out of the way, but with the way that Booker went up and the attention to detail, he was able to get the foul. See Bobby here. I think Bobby's going to try and get out of the way here, but just run past him. The offensive player, but Booker spreads the legs out and sends it home.
Well, Brandon, that's one you just let go.
Exactly. That's one of those situations where you just let them have it.
That's a 3-point play. Washington has sliced the lead down to 8. So Bob Ritter's team refuses to go away.
And the crowd back into the game.
Fortson sets a check back in. Williams to Burton for 3. Back in. Burton is on rebound. He's Brown. And that's a block.
Brady was able to slide through the baseline and avoid the charge, and Gremlin picks up the foul. So Bobby, he just shifts around the baseline and able to avoid direct contact and cause the charge.
Third foul against the 7-1 foul. Bear in mind, McCullough sitting down with 4. Danny Fortson with 3. His check back in for the Bearcats. And off the out-of-bounds play, no, it will not fall, but Darnell Burton will be headed for the free throw line. And if that's Sanford, that's number 4 on him.
You see Darnell Burton, he slides into the open spot, draws a contact, just unable to convert the 3-point play. That play right there for Bob Huggins is one that he used to run with Herman Jones all the time. He would just break to the open spot. Darnell Burton found it on baseline.
I'd ask you now, Anthony Burton, the coaching cabinet, if you're Bob Henry, your team is down 9, and you have your best player Sanford with 4 fouls.
9 minutes to go. He needs to sit for a little while, and I think we've got some more coming in for him.
Coach Buford right on top of his game. The quarterback on the floor, as Bob Huggins used to call him, and Sanford will sit down in favor of Walcott.
They can't afford to lose Sanford too early in this ball game because he's going to be key for them down the stretch.
Lead back to 10. There's Fenway. And he scores.
Fenway got away with a push in the back. He just shoved Rodney Monroe about 3 or 4 feet.
Cincinnati 58, Washington 50.
Now, as you can see here, Burton's cutting baseline, and in a situation like that,
Fortson in front of a 7-foot 1-inch Fenway gets thrown out.
Fortson, he's going to score on anybody down there. 7 feet, 7'5", whatever. He's got great moves in the Fortson.
15 in the game now for Danny Fortson. This guy's going up.
And he's feeling real comfortable with his jump shot, too. He's just letting it go. The Bearcats here are going to set up against the zone, and when they pass it to the wing and the player cuts through, now you see how Burton takes that dribble up to try and free up the corner spot for Baker. Baker needs to do the same thing for Burton.
Williams, the jumper can't get it to go. And it's out of bounds. Belongs to Washington. Kenyon Martin come in. Sit down. Point game and a lot of time left.
Different ball game, momentum, crowd. It'll be a lot tougher situation.
Trying to get himself on the edge. Thompson behind him. This guy wants the ball.
Yeah, he's looking for his shot. He's trying to get off a good screen, free himself up so he can knock down another jump shot.
Shot clock at 10 as Booker 6. The Huskies offense. Thompson watches as Booker fires. Not there. Battle for the rebound. Fortson has it for Cincinnati. Under 8 to go. Cincinnati with an 8-point lead.
Bearcats in attacking the zone with the swing it 2 or 3 times, get some penetration and get it down over the big fella.
I really like the way Charles Williams has played here in the second half. Don't you like confidence?
Yeah, he's been really under control.
Kenyon Martin follows the Burton miss.
Kenyon Martin, backside rebound, and Huggins teaches it all the time, and the freshman comes up big on the backside.
There's Woodson again, this time out there, and Fortson another rebound. Williams will slow things down for the Bearcats.
same situation Bobby Brandon got caught in on the other end.
Well, the Huskies down 10, 6:57 left, bring their horses back into the game. McCullough's return, Sanford has returned. Now Lucan will sit down in favor of Donald Watts as Kenya heads for the free throw line.
Bender feels it's crunch time right now. He needs to have his guns in the game if they're going to make a serious run at the Bearcats.
One situation, Martin only a 31% free throw shooter. Flint batting it in the air, and Martin able to keep it alive. And the Bearcats score.
Bearcats just very good at rebounding the basketball, able to stick with it and get it into the basket.
Patterson now with a up top. Oh, Sanford was fouled. Can he get it?
Yes, he can. And they love that backdoor play for Sanford right there. He flashes out, and Booker usually is the guy throwing it, and he really goes upstairs to get him. But there's another good player going upstairs too, Kenyon Martin.
Sanford, a 72% free throw shooter, 2 of 2 from the line tight.
Right there. Catch by the big fella.
6:30 left. Sanford, should he convert the free throw here, would get it to a 10-point Cincinnati lead as Charles Williams is set to jump back in. Williams, the Bob Harvey just falling back for a moment. 6:30 to go. A 10-point Bearcat lead. Bearcats in front, 64-54. Big bucket a moment ago by Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson able to receive the pass here from Darnell Burton and goes straight up. Husky fans not happy about that at all. They wanted to charge.
McCullough living dangerously there, trying to take that charge. He has 4 fouls. Patterson back on the floor for Cincinnati. Bearcats have the ball and a 10-point lead. 6:25 to play. Bearcats have lit it up tonight. You take away even Chapo's turnovers by a third in the first half as Patterson can't score. This is against McCullough. He's out of the game.
Maybe Sanford.
Yep, he's going. I'm getting ready to say if he's got those turnovers down by a third, Cincinnati almost a flawless game.
Patterson, he's just too quick on the baseline. And Huggins, he's got the luxury of putting anybody on that baseline, and they'll get them too quick for either of the big guys, with the exception of Sanford. They'll attack that zone on the baseline.
McCullough fouls out with 6 points and only 1 rebound. And Anthony, you brought it up. Games this season that McCullough has scored in double figures. The Huskies are 11-1. But when he doesn't, they're 2-5.
Exactly. And it's going to be a tough road for the Huskies here. Without their big fella, he's a #1 option down low.
12-point lead for the Bearcats. 6 minutes left. Quiet crowd here at Edmonton Pavilion. Sanford pulls up. Out there, a long rebound after Fortson. And they're saying Fenway push from behind. Against the Huskies and
the 7-footers in the span of 30 seconds. That makes the Huskies a very small team. Bearcats behind the safety going out.
So 2 7-footers tonight. McCullough and Fenway combined for 13 points and a grand total of 2 rebounds. We're talking about 2 guys that are 14 feet 1 inch tall, and they get 2 rebounds in the game.
And they're battling a 6'7" powerhouse. Sanford to come up big right now in this stretch of 5 minutes to go in the game. He's right there in the post. He's just a little too quick for the freshman. He's operating.
Kenyon Martin will sit down. Sanford will head for the line.
Good recognition by Thompson. He knows they needed the basket and you got to go inside to your money man. And Sanford, he came up big with a 3-point play.
Bouton checks back in, replacing Booker. See, Sanford with 16 points. The average is 17 points, but 8 rebounds. And Patterson, can he get it? Down to the floor. Thompson was tied up. Fortson down there. Now Wilcott at the bottom, and the Huskies have Sanford at the other end.
But the Bearcats did. The only guy to get on the floor was Patterson. Everybody else reached for the basketball, and in a situation like that, you're never going to get it with the Huskies going after the ball, getting on the floor. They come up with it, dunk.
Cincinnati is led by as many as 15.
Shot that Patterson took. Gotta go inside the big play.
Not even looked at Fortson since he came back into the game. The 3 fouls, they have to sit it down. We've not heard anything ever since.
Explosive penetration to the middle for the Jam. This place will explode if they get a defensive stop here.
Timeout on the floor. 22nd timeout for Cincinnati. As this lead is down to 6.
Well, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? You got the 2 7-footers going out of the game, and all of a sudden, the Bearcats relax and let them back in the game.
What's happened here?
Well, the Bearcats, they relaxed after the Huskies lost their 2 7-footers, and they figured they'd be cruising home from here, but instead, the Huskies put a run on them.
8-0 run the last 2 minutes. Huskies are shooting very well in the second half at 61%.
This zone has been stifling. They haven't had a chance to go inside. Bobby Brandon needs to take that shot.
Exactly. He scores. There's a foul underneath, and that's going to go against Luton. He just elbowed Danny Fortson straight to the floor. The basket will count for Bobby Brandon, and Danny Fortson will be headed for the free throw line.
Wow, that's a crucial play here. You can see they're battling down low, trying to keep Danny Fortson off the basket, off the rebound, and number 33, Walcott. Yeah, he just throws the elbow in Danny's throat, sends it This will be a four-point play for the Bearcats here.
Right back in for Walker.
Bearcats got to really concentrate defensively now because the Huskies are really small and quick.
Danny hit them both. He was hit 9 of 12 from the free throw line. So we'll take a break. 3:24 left. Cincinnati leading Washington by 10. Rocking and rolling, Edmondson Pavilion. 72-62 Cincinnati lead. Our four-game summary. Cincinnati has shot the ball extremely well the entire game. Washington exceptionally well in the second half. Darnell Burton, a big night.
Big, 17 big ones here. On the road, tough environment.
Washington undefeated at home this season with wins over 17th-ranked Oregon State at the time, number 10 Arizona last Sunday. Whistle on the knee. It'll be against Martin Levitt.
Yes, it will. That was a smart play by Darnell Burton. And Melvin Levitt reaching over and he grabs his arm and pulls it in and holds it tight. Ref's going to call it on Melvin Levitt every time.
Well, we see a lot of this, a lot of offense, defense substitutions here. Fortson back in 11. A better defender will sit down. Watts will shoot 2. Double bonus time for the Huskies.
Huskies are awfully small here. Their cautious confidence with their quickness on the offensive end. Coach Evans has to be concerned about that. 3 minutes to go in the game.
Watts sits on 1 of 2. He has 9 in the game. Very surprised, aren't you? Washington a little more defensive pressure, letting the Bearcats rack it up.
Exactly. Where they're hoping that this press is going to cause, this zone defense is going to cause the Bearcats some problems. They're just sitting back, waiting for the Bearcats to try and figure it out.
Just now getting into their offense with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Williams up top to Flint. Yes, sir.
Charles Williams establishing eye contact. Flint working on the baseline. Says, toss it up to me.
Booker along the baseline and a foul by Burton. Cincinnati does not need that. An 11-point lead at 2:21 left. Washington as a team just under 70% from the line this season.
You're right. You can see that Damien's pointed up top. He knows they can't go upstairs and play with you. So Charles Williams recognizing, throwing it upstairs for the deuce.
Well, Williams has played a fine second half here tonight.
He's been very solid on this ball game. My team can really today. I said, have you learned how to play the game yet? And he said, I've always known how to play.
Now they turn up the defensive pressure.
Much better with going both ways with the basketball.
Washington's going to foul somebody. Williams is the man. Very well for the line this season. Under 2 minutes. Shot clock down to 10. Williams tries to get it into Fortson. Goes and Danny scores after the
Danny Fortson just too wide down there. Sample couldn't get around him. Great feed by Charles Williams.
21 points in the game for Danny Fortson. And the Bearcat lead is 11. And there's a Cincinnati takeaway. Led by the senior with slow things down. Cincinnati went after the ring. Charles ahead of the line, shooting 2.
Bearcats on the
Cincinnati would go to 8 times first half. Have only turned it over 3 times in the second half. Flynn spin move to the bucket and scores. Damon Flynn is well points tonight.
That family members here in Seattle watching him play. He's come up big for him tonight.
Thompson forces it up there and it goes down. His first field goal and a timeout by Washington with 56 seconds left. 22nd timeout used by Bob Bennett.
Shot by Thompson. Able to get it to go down.
What does a game like this do, Anthony? Granted, Cincinnati came in a favorite in this game. Washington, though, undefeated at home, and the Bearcats have come in after a sluggish first half. Pretty good second half, at least from an offensive standpoint. They're going to get out of here with a win.
Well, it can only help them. Going into the NCAA tournament and with 11 games in February, these guys, they love to play. I don't think they really like practicing that much, but playing games every other day for this team is going to help them tremendously because they'll just get into a rhythm. It seems like they're starting to get there.
The Bearcats will take on St. Louis Thursday night. And what a game that should be in store in there. Of course, St. Louis beating Louisville. Fortson getting hacked on the arrow and fires an elbow in frustration. But anyway, St. Louis beat Louisville the other night. And then Saturday, the top team in the SEC, and for those fans across the river in Kentucky, it ain't the Wildcats, boys and girls. South Carolina is, they've been the best team in the SEC thus far, at least
Undefeated in the SEC. That will be a very, very good game this coming Saturday. Bearcats should be in good position, though. They pick up a win against St. Louis on Thursday. They won 4 straight, playing every other day. They're developing a rhythm. Should be a great game.
We'll have a St. Louis game for you right here on Fox 19. It'll be an 8 o'clock tip-off on Thursday night. Ton scoring and a quick timeout. A foul will go against Washington. Jamie Booker.
Well, if I'm Bob Huggins, I'm happy about that foul right there. I'm not too happy about the easy basket, but I'm happy about that foul right there because I've got over an 80% shooter on the free throw line.
Darnell Burton, 5 3-pointers today, 17 points.
Darnell Burton said we need to play more games on the West Coast.
And they have roughed up the Pac-10, no two ways about that. Absolutely annihilated Southern California. Now a win over Washington here in Seattle.
Well, you know, people around the country talk about Conference USA and the caliber of play in this conference. And I couldn't believe a while ago they were talking about it being the 9th best conference in the country. I don't know what people are thinking.
That's a computer.
That computer needs to be reconfigured.
Darnell Burton will run out. And the Bearcats run out the winning streak for Bob Bender and the Washington Huskies here at home. They had won 21 of their last 24, including 9 straight in this season. But the Bearcats come to town and walk away with an 82-69 win.
Bearcats very tough in the second half. They would crank up the pressure, get some easy baskets.